Hello, it's Kate. Thank you for joining me again. Today I am showing you a cat cafe that I did in the world of Tomarang, which came with The Sims 4 for rent. Sims 4 for rent. And I really wanted to do this because I just wanted to make this shape. I didn't even care what the lot type was going to be. But I was excited to create this shape. I feel like this exact warehouse style shape is almost universal. I feel like internationally you find this shape everywhere. I think that open air markets always have like these, enormous, much bigger than what I'm showing right here, enormous warehouses like this that are open air and just beautifully preserved, older warehouse type buildings. And that's all I wanted to do. Really didn't know what I was going to make it into, but it ended up being a cat cafe, which I think I decided after watching one of Little Simsy's, I just said little, it's Lil Simsy's cat cafe videos. And I already knew that I wanted to do this shape. So I was like, well, okay, it can be a cat cafe. That might be a cool place for a coffee house, cafe lot type in The Sims. And I did it in the world of Tomarang because, again, I like that this is such an international style, and Tomarang is such a rich Thailand-inspired world that I thought it would be good to place it here since I was inspired by kind of how it can be used in many different cultures. And so I used the beautiful kind of warehousey industrial. I do not have the industrial kit. I don't know what it's called, like Industrial Lux or something, but I do not have that kit. But I did use the mosquito windows and the other window that I think they ended up giving us another window like in the base game because they messed that up. Anyway, I liked having those windows because you can have them open, and they're the perfect like factory style windows, and some of them are open, some of them are closed. You can mix and match and really kind of give it life in that way. And it's on a brick building with steel frame. And again, open air. Wanted this to be a big open air cafe, and just kind of imagine cats coming and going, and maybe the owners just have a soft spot for cats, or maybe they have that. I don't remember it's not an aspiration, but they have that trait. Yeah, it is an aspiration about location with Tomarang and like the culture. And I think that in that they have to befriend the tiger or go to the tiger sanctuary and do something. Anyways, obviously I haven't played with it that much. I do more building than I do gameplay. However, I really love that kind of aspect also in the world of Tomarang, and thought that might make a cat cafe appropriate as well. I'm also using the Greenhouse Haven Kit brick pavers. I adore these pavers. I think that they are some of the best looking pavers that we've gotten in the game. The only thing that kind of stinks about them is that they are in stripes. So like every 2 tiles, you have like a soldier course of brick, which kind of divides it up. And so if you have an odd number of tiles that you're putting it on, it looks a little funny. But I decided to forgive that. And because I don't think it happens much. I think it happens on the ends, but not on the sides. And the sides are kind of the big feature spot anyways. I so enjoyed making this build. I love the idea of this being like a little coffee shop that you can stop in on your way to work, or this is where you do work. You can bring your laptop in here and, pet on some kitty cats and have some coffee and just enjoy your work day in here. That's something that I don't do much with my Sims. I don't do that in my own life. I have my own business, and I don't just go to a coffee shop with a laptop and work. And I totally could. To be fair, I do have a big desktop computer that I do a lot of my design work on. But for emails and like documentation and things, I could totally just go hang out somewhere. I should do that. I should get out more often and do that. That would be really good for me. And what I was going to say is I never do that with The Sims either. I like to play with The Sims that have, a career that you can run working from home, but I never just have them do the work at a cafe. That might be something that I should try. Might be a little bit more interesting for gameplay. I think what prevents us from doing things like that is the loading screen. The loading screen just is just something that I don't think any of us want to sit through, even as quickly as it may go on your machine. If you have like a really good machine, it's just kind of a bummer to go through a loading screen. So that might be part of why I don't do that. Anyways, put lots of cat things in here. I wanted this to look a little bit funky, like maybe the owner had a big art collection or is really into art. Maybe they are an artist and they happen to run this cafe as well. They're an artist that is trying to sell their work, and a lot of cafes do that, at least in Charlotte, where I am, and I think in a lot of cities. I think a lot of cafes. I even had a hairdresser here that they showcased art in their salon, or in a cafe, wherever it is. They showcase local artists' art there, and you could purchase it. So it was a great way for artists to get their work out there on display for people to see and purchase. And I think that that's brilliant. So I kind of like the idea that this is maybe either an artsy owner or the owner that like has a soft spot for artists as well as cats. What's not to love there? Art and cats. So it's a very artsy kind of, not junky, but very eclectic grouping of rugs, lights, colors, patterns everywhere. And I think that is going to make for a really interesting place for your Sims to come and visit. There isn't a whole lot that in cafe gameplay, so I had to put some other activities in here, and I like the idea that cats can come. You'll see at the end, I do add in the the lot trait of being a cat-friendly location. Also, this lot is called the Tiger's Meow. How perfect is that? That is so perfect for a cat cafe. And also wanted to have kind of some neon signage that shows out from the outside. We have a lot of cat decals and things from both the Cats and Dogs kit, as well as just some other things. We just have some random cat art in the game from other packs or base game. And so it was really fun to clutter the place with those and kind of put them in the window. So if you're walking down the street, you can see like, oh, there's a cat in that window. I wonder if that's a cat cafe. Yeah, I think, interestingly, not Komorebi, what's the name of that pack? Snowy Escape, I think, had quite a bit of cat items that were great for decoration in here. And then we have the cats, like, playing jazz music. That's from base game. Anyways, it was perfect. Totally perfect for this build. And I think I am coming up at the end here. Thank you so much for joining me on this fun little experiment cafe build today. Again, whenever I build in The Sims, I'm just trying to get some kind of architectural style out of my system because I'm not currently doing it in my real life job as an architect. So anyways, thank you so much for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.